The lesson.
Oh, yeah.
Can you remember the kind of numbers that you were moving with the Blazin mixtapes?
Oh man, I remember every one. I got paid off each one of them. I can tell you exactly. No, I mean like we did like 23,000 I think for the first one. And you know, sales are relative to what you spend. If you spend no money and you sell 10 CDs and you're happy, then you're winning. You know what I mean? So there's no right or wrong answer. But for the first Blazin, they wanted like 20, 25, and we met that target, you know, which was great because if we didn't, we would have been fucked, you know, and out of there. We started going gold, which is 35,000 in Australia. I think in like Blazin 3, we might have gone gold. I think it was, yeah. Universal made us this dope plaque, kind of looked like a mixer and 2 turntables, and shit was fly. And so gold was 35, and then we would sort of hit those goals. We sort of hit gold. It'd be anywhere between, you know, 35 to early 40s. And you got to remember back then, I mean, that was a hell of a lot of money they were generating, but they would spend like 100K on TV ads. So it was good. And it was great for our careers because we were on fucking TV. You know, like The Voice would be on and you'd see me and Samurai in a TV ad, you know. Those ads used to cost like 15 grand each. It was crazy. Like you said, different marketplace, different world. And then that's when Blazin 5 went platinum, which was 70,000. So what had happened is we'd probably been dancing around that 40 to 45,000 mark. And then when the whole urban thing exploded, we cracked close to 70. And then from then, that was like a major wave, I guess, in Australia at the time. I feel like it's coming back now. And then after that, it slowed back down again to sort of, gold sales, early 40s, stuff like that. And then probably, I think we might have even gone gold like up to Blazin 2009, Blazin 2010, maybe. I mean, don't quote me on that, but they were still doing very well. And then obviously over time, they would adjust their marketing budget, so it was still a success and they'd still put it out. I know Blazin 12, 13, 14 did not go gold. But like I said, relative, they probably weren't spending as much. It was still a winner. They were still happy to do it. So it was cool, man. I've sold over 500,000 albums in total at this point. So I got a nice plaque for that too. My studio, when you come to Sydney, I'll show you. I got some cool joints. Actually, one thing that helped Nick and I get the original deal was we were already traveling around Australia. So a lot of kids today haven't heard there's an expression called tour support. So when you're an artist and a new artist, the label might give your project, $15,000 or something to travel around Australia to do promo shows where you may not have gotten paid to cover your expenses and whatnot, But Nick and I were already touring Australia as standalone DJs, so we already had pretty successful DJ careers. I hadn't been to Adelaide at the time. Adelaide was always a hard nut to crack, but I was going to Melbourne, Canberra, Brisbane, Perth. And so they didn't have to give us any tour support, which was pretty enticing for them at the time because it was kind of like there was no way they were going to lose. So and obviously after Blazing the TV ads and all that sort of stuff, we went even more heavy duty, and Samurai was the DMC champion, so he was doing stuff already. We were doing a lot of shows together, and obviously being a part of a crew, I was happily introducing him to people wherever I could. And then, yeah, man, we did a lot of touring. We would, the Blazin tours would be like 50 dates places, like a lot of club shows. And it sounds like a crazy amount of shows, but if there's like 7, however many states in Australia, and if, half a dozen clubs in each place, it adds up, But yeah, I did a big tour of Asia in about 2004, went out to Philippines, Indonesia. It was crazy, a lot of fun. And I've been out to England. I did a lot of stuff with DJ Pogo. And he worked with an artist called TY. And I DJed for him once in Sweden, which was pretty cool. So I've had a pretty good run, man. It's been a lot of fun.
The lesson.
Oh, yeah.